Welcome back, everybody. Want to thank everybody for joining us. Got another episode of the afternoon TBP podcast. Not your host, but I'm doing the introduction today. I'm Junior. Still got Slim
There.
and Jay here.
Is
Ooh,
there?
we got quite a few topics today. Um, Starting off, we have a pretty huge announcement. The boy, Baldy, got named director of esports at Muskingum University.
Uh,
So that's pretty cool.
one
Um,
one week after he comes on here, he gets the job. Coincidence? I think not. If you want to further your career, get on the show. Get on the podcast.
Yeah, our interview definitely was. They made Muskingum be like, "Yo, we need to hire this man for
Yeah.
realsies."
Muskingum saw that shit, saw how professionally he handled himself with us fucking jackasses.
They're like,
And
we've got to
man,
have him on the staff.
and man, if he can handle with those idiots, imagine what he can do here.
No, yeah.
No, but that's pretty sick, and we wish him the best of luck in his endeavors as the director of esports at
Yes,
the
sir.
Muskingum University.
Hey, maybe one day he'll lead that program to so much success that it'll be the Muskingum University. Maybe one day,
I just saw in the notes. I typed Bladdy and not Baldy.
You
Oh,
did,
yeah.
and that almost threw me off. I had to catch myself there for a second. I was like, "Fuck is
Our boy Bladdy. What?
The fuck is a Bladdy? Oh man, that's funny. But no, that's awesome. That's great news. Maybe we'll see a good old Junior and commentating on some games here soon. He says he wants to do some Overwatch. I'm still waiting on an update. That'd be some must see TV right there.
I still gotta figure it out, dude.
Figure it
I've
out
It's gonna
watched,
fast.
be
We
a
need
race
it.
I've watched like a couple of like esports broadcasts and shit, and let me tell you, some of those dudes get hype.
Yeah, they are the hype.
Oh my god, bro! Like Reinhardt plays, the dudes go fucking nuts over it.
He's swinging.
See, we should recorded the games when we used to play, and then you gotta like practice.
Yeah, over
commentating
those. Yeah, that would have been
all
funny.
your Reinhardt plays.
Yeah,
And for the 9th time, our team has been
He
wiped.
rushes- Oh, and there goes Reinhardt rushing in with
yeah.
no
As you guys
support.
can see here, Reinhardt goes ahead and uses a shoulder charge into 4 people, and the Mercy didn't follow him. So you
And
see what happened?
Oh, and now Reinhardt is dead.
Oh, yep, Reinhardt's dead.
Big surprise.
And here comes Mercy attempting to revive him with no cover whatsoever. She's being shot. Yep, she's dead.
heals are gone.
Yeah.
Team is
Enemy
scattered.
team seems to be moving the objective with little to no issue right now. Not even a contest. Oh, and there's Bastion up in the tower. 60 meters from objective. He's firing down with that turret. He can't hit shit.
Oh shit!
And they reached the first checkpoint. At about a
I
minute
dig the
20 onto their
energy.
time, they are rolling.
It's
So in other news, another Far Cry game has been released? Yeah, it's been released, right? Officially. Like I'm pretty sure the
Yeah,
masses
the-
have it.
yeah.
I feel like they're just since like Far Cry 4, it's just been the same game. Or like it just feels like the same game. I haven't ever been a huge Far Cry guy. Far Cry 4 was lit, and I've tried 2 others, and it's just like, meh, whatever. I don't see the hype. I don't get it. But, hey, somebody likes it, so.
Far Cry's kind of falling into the same formula as Assassin's Creed did there for a while.
Yeah.
It's like the same game, just a different skin.
Yeah, different area.
So that's made by Ubisoft too, isn't it, Far Cry?
Yeah, it is actually. That you say
Yeah,
now that you say something, it's kind of funny. Probably why it's
but
fallen into that.
I mean, from what I saw, the world looked pretty cool. They had that dude from Breaking Bad, or yeah, Breaking Bad. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, I don't know his name, but he's a good actor.
But
I'm
yeah,
Giancarlo Esposito.
yeah,
sure.
and the world looks cool. It's big, but people say there's nothing to do, and
Yeah,
it's the missions you do are just like fetch quests, and they're just all
a cycle of the same
repetitive
shit.
and stuff. Yeah, which sucks because Far Cry 5 was really bad. That game sucked.
Yeah, there's
I
like
think this could have been like the big bounce back game for the series because like the past four released have been hot garbage. But
look, every year that
it's
that thing
tough.
comes out and I feel like it gets great reviews and then like I go to watch gameplay on it and I'm like, wow, this is the exact same thing as the last time. And like obviously, especially as games keep going and those type of games keep coming out, I'm not asking for like revolutionizing the game every time it come like you go to make a new game. It's hard. Almost all ideas are going to be touched on eventually, but like shake it up a little bit, man. Like it really does feel like Far Cry 4, except better graphics. Have fun. They just like
Not exactly.
I felt like that you remember when RPGs just started like getting pumped out and the big tagline was like a big immersive world and I feel like Far Cry hasn't left that fucking like trend. They're just still on that. But the issue back then when that was a trend was those big immersive worlds were fucking hollow and there was shit to do inside of them. We got games like fucking Wildlands. Big immersive world, but there was nothing to do in that world. It was just fucking trees and occasionally some bad guys. And I feel like that's what keeps happening to these games. It's like make these
Yeah,
worlds like actually immersive. Like one I know this game caught a lot of flack, but Cyberpunk felt like what they were trying to do. It felt like there's a lot of density. Shit was going on. Like I would drive around and I'd be like, this feels this feels immersive and it's probably smaller than fucking Far Cry. But like all the citizens were doing stuff. There was just random shit going on that made sense. Um, I really hope that one day Far Cry goes back to being Far Cry 4, man.
yeah, it's just the problem Ubisoft has been having with all their open worlds. I think they kind of did it better with Valhalla.
Yeah,
I think they put a lot of extra stuff you could do in the world in that, and to my understanding, it's a pretty expansive open world as well. But I still understand that Far Cry's not a yearly release either. So like they have the time to
I
like
think they dump it too much time into like building a fucking absolutely
yeah,
massive map. They spend like 8 years doing that, and then like they're like, yeah, just throw a couple enemies in there. You're chill. Yeah. I think the missions are just
uh,
kind of like what seals the deal. You know what I mean? It's like I can already imagine the
oh,
missions that you get sent on.
yeah, it's probably the same exact missions that you have been sent on for the past 5 years.
Yeah.
Just go clear this outpost, go activate this tower, go clear.
Oop. I don't know what happened there. What the fuck?
Yeah, what
What the
happened?
fuck?
I don't know. Hold on.
Are you good now?
Okay, yeah, we're good again. Sorry about that podcast, people. My Discord just closed and then reopened, but we are back. Uh, Jay, I think you were talking about the
Yeah,
missions that we get sent on.
it's gonna be yeah, just the same quest that you did in 5 and that I don't even know if you call that a full game, that post-apocalypse game that took place after 5. But I don't know, the trailers before like it actually came out kind of had me excited. Like just with the villain, because it reminded me of Pagan Min. Like it had
Yeah,
like legit like would be a cool villain, but it's just you can have that, but if you don't have
the
cool stuff to
execution.
do and all that, yeah, it's just gonna be a
And like
shitty game.
there's always a place for those missions where it's like go clear out this encampment. I feel like those even Ghost of Tsushima had those, but you know, they also had some other more exciting missions as well. Especially like the characters and the like the stakes of the missions. Like honestly, a lot of Ghost was just like run here, fight a group of enemies at this like little village, but like it was like different. I felt inclined to do it. Like I enjoyed my time doing that because like sometimes it was like, oh, these people killed your companion's fucking family. Like kill them and find out
Yeah,
why. Like that shit. Like I wanted to go do it in Far Cry. It just too often it's like I need an herb from here and they have it. Kill them, take it, and bring it back to me so I can make cold medicine for my son. It's like okay.
Yeah, dude.
yeah.
This is the worst about 5, bro. I hated that shit. Like, drive fucking 15 miles. It takes 20 minutes to get out there to this damn garage and get in this truck so you can deliver this thing back to this exact spot.
Yeah, it's just like, bro, I don't want to do this again.
And
Um,
that's just the example of having just too big of a world. If it gets that like tedious to travel
yeah,
from spot to spot for missions and all that, then dumb it down a little bit.
I feel like you
Make it
gotta
small,
play
but
test that when you're going through that, though. Some way, somehow, you gotta be like, wait a minute, this is absurdly too long of a fucking drive for a delivery mission where you fight trucks for the first couple of minutes and then do nothing but drive the rest of the time.
and then you just vibe the rest of the way.
Yeah.
hey, it's massive open world. It's huge. Don't care. Far Cry, get your shit together.
Honestly, I just want a good game. All right. Speaking of good games, got to play the Battlefield 2042, 2048, one of those two, beta,
Or
and
two.
I had a blast, man. It was catching some flack from some people, but like I
Ant
didn't.
Man.
Yeah, that was the big one. He's absolutely correct in there being a lot of glitches and broken shit, but unfortunately, as long as Dice is in the hands of EA, we're gonna get that every year. What I kind of wanted to go into there looking at was like the core gameplay, like what I know, like once they get those patches out, how is the game gonna feel? And it felt amazing. I cannot wait. I think that map kind of got a little bit boring, and I'm hoping that's on their like lesser end because when like shit was popping off, awesome, had a great time, loved it. But it just felt like there's too many empty spots, and I think it was just like the way that map is built. It's just especially if you don't have a squad willing to hop in some cars with you and go place to place. It felt a little bit like a ghost town. Um, but I can't imagine all the maps feeling like that and all the game modes. I'm a big Rush guy, so like obviously Rush is way more
But this
balls
is
to the
a
walls.
months old build of the game, correct? So
That's what EA
it's
said.
okay.
They said that it's a months old build, which is good, which is awesome. Still, even with it being months old, I they can't really get too much done within a month. Um, but it should be in a better spot, and I'm excited for it. I'm really excited. There's some quality of life issues that I had, such as but not limited to I can't change my like guns or the class necessarily unless I'm in the game, and that's dumb. There were some issues where I don't know are intentional or on accident, where your guns don't save game to game or even life to life on certain guns. All that stuff being fixed would be great because I hate whipping out the gun and having to put all the attachments on every time I load into game or every time I load into a life. But if they fix the small shit and fix their fucking netcode, it'll be a great Battlefield. I'm so excited. It was so much fun. The crazy shit you could do. The movement feels insane. So like all the sweaty, crazy clips are gonna be popping off. It's gonna be nuts. You feel like you zoom around the map or little small areas. So that's gonna be awesome. Where Battlefield's gonna be in a good spot, man. I'm excited. I know
Yeah, it
you.
looked a lot
Yeah.
of fun. I do think it's going to be a little rough on the release, just with all the bugs and shit. But once they get that ironed out, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, if you're on the fence, stay on the fence. I would maybe wait a month or so, let the patches come out, and then I'm telling you, when it's fully patched out and how it should be at a release, it's gonna be an awesome game. So keep your eye out for sure. Junior, what'd you think of it? Because you played one game, but you watched a ton of when I was streaming it.
I liked it. I thought it was fun the game and a half that I did get to play. I was kind of disappointed. Um, Tossed some C4 under a friendly driving a four-wheeler, and he didn't go flying like 1,000 feet.
Yeah, Russian
I was
Badger,
kind of
he was having an issue with getting the cars
I
to
couldn't
like
get any
fly
I
off
couldn't get
into the
anything to
sky.
launch.
Yeah, he was having an issue too,
Yeah,
but
pretty disappointed in that, but
they definitely want that in the game, so I'm sure they'll fix it.
yeah, I hope so.
Or I
And
guess
then,
break it.
dude, man, the amount of times like I traded with people in that game because like the hit registration was that bad, where like I'd shoot a dude 4 times, I would die, and then he would die. Just goofy stuff like that. But
Yeah.
like the gameplay itself feels really, really good. Like I like the movement. But like you said, you can get around quicker and stuff. But with that map, like all the points were so spread out. Just felt like there were so many areas of the map where nobody was.
And honestly, that happens in a lot of battlefields and Conquest, so it could have been just us playing Conquest.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm sure the other maps won't feel like that, and I'm sure the other game modes won't feel like that, and I'll be fine. I
Yeah,
can't
but
wait to get my hands on it.
I'm excited for the game.
We will actually also watch the Hazards trailer that came out today. Let's get it. So that mode is supposed to be that thing everyone was talking about where it's like kind of like Escape from Tarkov, right? Is that where like you go in and it's not necessarily about um getting all the kills and like Wit being the last group left, but like more getting the items and shit and getting out. I'm pretty sure that's what I heard a while back, but that'll be awesome, man. I love that idea. I'm glad that they kind of looked at the battle royale and were like, we kind of need something in that vein, but let's not do Firestorm again because that was a
Yeah,
big miss. So them taking a shot at like more the Escape from Tarkov route, I think would be awesome. I think that's gonna be fucking so much fun. Just hopping with the boys, start slamming some kids
I appreciate him trying something new like that
for
instead
sure.
of just like reskinning
Firestorm,
Firestorm or something. That just wasn't it, man. But
swing and a
yeah,
miss.
it'll be cool to try that out.
Um,
For sure.
that's something. Before we continue on that with what Junior's gonna say, that's something I'm very surprised with. This, it seems like they're like willing to try like new weird shit with this game. Like the movement is completely revamped. Nothing like any other Battlefield. Um, they're adding that Forge mode, which can also be a survival mode, which is awesome. That what is it, Battlefield Portal, and then they also have
Yeah.
this. Um, shit, like this feels like a whole new game. I wish more games would do this. This is like completely revamped. This is awesome. I can't wait, man. Get my
Especially
hands on
from
this.
EA.
What'd you think of it, Junior?
I'm not big into any like battle royale type games anymore. I'm kind of past that phase. But I mean, it's kind of cool. Like if it is like that Escape from Tarkov type element where it's not hardcore battle royale, I might be able to get into it since I'm not a fucking hardcore sweaty asshole gamer.
Yeah, it's like Junior, it's like Vigor. Remember Vigor? Where it was just like get the items, get out. I think that's what they're going for. That's what it looked like there. Um
Yeah, yeah, that seems pretty cool. It seems like it would be a little bit easier to try to get into for people who aren't like gonna spend 10 hours a day on it.
yeah, for sure.
See, I wonder if they'll kind of keep with that Tarkov and Vigor like formula and have like the higher tier guns that you can find or like extract with to keep and
I'm
like
good.
go back with, or how in depth they're actually gonna
Yeah, I'm
like
excited to
go with
see,
that.
yeah, like how the classes will work, what weapons you'll be going in with. Maybe there's like a store on the outside that you can buy and get stuff to bring on the inside. How are they gonna have the armor plate system? Because I don't know if you played, but there was like armor plates in the actual game that you could put on. Um, it'll be awesome to see all that. The maps look cool. It looked like there's more than one map. Was it three maps that they kind of showed off? There was like that docks. There's the big open sand one, and maybe one more, or maybe just two. Either way, that's cool that they have a couple maps because it's again how Escape from Tarkov is. Uh, Even if it doesn't end up being too crazy, just being able to hop in some vehicles with the boys should be fun. Just vibing around. Uh, I think that's what peak Battlefield is just doing dumb shit with the homies. So I'm excited to do
Absolutely.
that. Um, so we did just pick up another new game that we were playing a ton last night. We played some Back for Blood, and that game is fucking hard. Holy shit. Like me and Jay played it during the beta and we thought it was hard then, and it somehow got harder, man. Oh my god. We played for about 2 hours last night on the normal difficulty and we made no progress, having to drop the difficulty, and then we finally made it out of. No, we were not even out of the first block of Act One, and there's four
We
acts, and there's a like different checkpoints. There's multiple checkpoints in each act, and we haven't. Wow, wow. We spent 2 hours just getting fucking fondled because we can't stop shooting at the
Well,
goddamn birds.
let Junior explain.
all
He'll
right,
give us.
guys. So like basically Me and Jay were walking around with like I had a boot on my leg, and Jay had a boot and cast on his leg as well,
I
and they were
fucking
named Keith and Noah. So you get to the part of the game where there are groups of crows on the ground, and if you scare them, they'll make a noise and alert the horde of zombies. Well, after about 11 tries going through this one area, we finally get through it. And then we come to the next area where it's not birds, it's doors, it's security doors. You open the door, an alarm goes off and alerts the horde. So between those two areas, I believe we alerted the horde probably 13 times and died because of it. And I didn't keep direct count, but I know myself and Jaron did not do it a single time.
I didn't keep direct count. That is
That's true.
I will admit that is true. Jay and Junior didn't do it. All I'm saying is I alerted the birds twice and I hit a door once. If we're gonna be putting blame anywhere, I think it's Keith, destroyer of doors, slapper of
Oh,
crows, that might
dude,
have kept us from getting any farther in that game.
man, and the worst part is, like, the game completely rats you out if
Yeah,
you're one.
it says it at the
Yeah.
bottom.
Everybody
Yeah.
who does it, and every single time
That's
he's like, I
good.
didn't even do it. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, that was the best part.
He's like,
You'd hear gunshots go off. You'd see at the bottom it'd be like Keith has alerted the horde, and we'd be like Keith, and Keith would be like, "It wasn't me. I didn't do
what?
anything. What?"
I didn't fucking touch anything. I swear.
Like Keith, who are you trying to lie to, man? We can see it.
Like, I honestly think we might have made it to a checkpoint if we didn't keep alerting the horde. But the way we were playing and continued to play, even after we dropped the difficulty, no shot. We'd have never made
Yeah.
progress.
No, that was an L.
Even after we dropped the difficulty, we were still like, fuck it, let's alert the horde every chance we can.
But we survived.
It's fun time though.
No, it's the
I
game's a
love,
blast.
I love the moments where they have those zombies that would take you. Just
Yeah.
put you on. Everyone's like,
Dude,
help,
stop.
help me, help me.
Dude, and that's the thing, man. From the beta, they added like 10 new fucking special zombies that do different shit.
Yeah,
Dude, you haven't even
yeah,
seen the worst. Jay, you remember the one with the big arm that sprints at you, grabs you, and then just fucking sits there and slams you?
yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
another one, Junior, of the big arm dudes. Instead of just fucking hammering away, they rush you faster than anything else. They grab you and they just fucking go to town, brother.
Oh my god.
And there's also the like big tank zombies. Oh man, you're in for a treat.
Well, dude, the thing is, they've added like 4 new zombie types just in that first area. They could have added even
Mhm.
more shit in like the later acts that I never saw anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some
And then the
shitty situations too.
like the random spawns each time you like
Yeah, you
die.
can't
So
even like
we died a
strategize.
bunch of yeah. So when we
Yeah, the
died a bunch of times in that
random
first area, yeah, where you have to go up to a second level, and I think the very first time we did it, we had one of the big like acid spitters
Yeah.
come down, and then like the next time, oh, no big guy comes down. So third time you like go to rush up there, and then you
Yeah,
have
then there he
the
is.
acid spitter, and then the dude with the huge arm that like slams you back.
Yeah.
So it always keeps you on your toes. So it's fun. It's a good time. Good time with a group for sure.
Yeah. Oh my god. I don't know how you'd play it by yourself. Fucking impossible. Speaking of impossible, we are getting a repeat cycle of old horror movies again. It's about that time. I think we're getting another Halloween movie coming out soon. Scream got announced. Scream
Saw
fucking 945. I don't know what number they're on. It's ridiculous.
But canonically, this takes place after the third movie, and then all the rest. Because you know
Fucking
how
Christ, bro.
with Michael Myers, this one's like certain amount of them are like
Yeah,
storyline, and then the other ones aren't like
Oh,
technically in
Jesus
it.
Christ.
It's a
yeah.
mess, man.
The new Halloween, it's like the first movie, the second movie, then they skip a couple, and then another one with her in it is canon.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Well,
Yeah.
with that coming out, they've also just recently, I think it came out, a new Chucky movie. With that being
It's a
said,
TV series.
it's a TV series. Oh, that's even worse. With that
Yeah.
being said, I've come to the conclusion, what the fuck are we doing here? Why are we bringing back Chucky? Like, let him die in the 80s. He might have scared my parents and my parents' parents and all them, but no fucking way am I getting taken out by a doll that is 2 feet tall. If you get killed by Chucky, I am dancing on your grave. You deserved it. Like, I do not understand, one, how people still think we're scared of him, because we're not. And two,
Yeah,
how
we're not
anyone's
10
dying
years
to
old
him.
anymore.
Yeah, we're not 10. I wasn't even scared of him at 10. Just kick him. Punt him. He has no density, weight, nothing. Boom. Team Rocket blasting off again.
Yeah, so I posed the question of why he is the worst, and Noah kind of encapsulated the answer right
He's
there.
ass.
He is a doll. A literal doll.
A
with a
doll.
knife. That is his only weapon, is a knife.
And he doesn't have super strength or anything like that. He's a fucking
No.
doll. Oh my God.
All you have to do, either kick his ass, like literally, like NFL, like punt him into
Boom.
the sky, throw
Oh.
literally anything at him,
Oh.
anything,
Anything.
a couch pillow, would work.
Yeah, and it's knocking him over.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Like you could literally.
You could throw your wallet at him. Put your wallet on his chest, and it would be like putting Mjolnir on somebody. He's not getting up.
Yeah.
It's fucking Chucky.
Yeah, the new Chucky episode is only one episode and lasts 10 minutes, and it's all of the dudes just beating his ass,
Yeah.
and it ending right there. That's it.
Fight back! Fight back!
Chucky says, "I'm back, bitches." And then
Mink.
he got a group of guys just
Just
beating the shit out of him.
Oh my God, Junior, what do you think of fucking Chucky?
Oh my God, dude. When this first started and you started talking about Halloween as well, I thought you were going to shit on that. Which I like the newer Halloween movie.
Yeah, I've heard the new Halloween movie's actually pretty good, so I'll leave that alone. But also, Halloween, Michael Myers and Jason make sense as, like, scary people. They're, like, 7 feet tall, super strength, and even though they walk, they teleport in front of you. Okay, that's scary. That's legitimately scary, and it would quite possibly could kill me. Chucky can't do shit.
Yeah, bro, he's a fucking doll. All those movies are, like, really, really bad, too. Like, I don't know how
So bad.
Made.
The Bride of
Like,
Chucky. You
bro,
fucking dolls now? That's what we're doing?
That was worse. Actually, no. I think the one where he has a kid is actually worse.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Oh, my God. It's so bad.
Chucky, a F tier Halloween villain.
Fucking
Confirmed.
F tier, period. He's just dog shit.
Fucking, he's bad.
If you like him, you deserve to be bullied. That's what I'm saying. No, I'm just kidding. Can't say that.
I never thought, like, something could possibly be dumber than the Leprechaun movies. But,
Oh, I forgot about those.
Those are pretty bad. But, like, they got, like, a real little person to do it, and, like, it's actually kind of scary. It's not, like, fucking CGI and shit.
Like,
so it's, like, actually kind of scary.
If Chucky was an actual, like, smaller person, and, like, he just based himself around being the doll, that would be better.
Yeah, that would be better.
Yeah, like, I'd be much more scared of, like, an actual person trying to murder me. Because, like...
Yeah, but just, like, I can't get into a fucking CGI doll swinging a knife around and stabbing people in the ankles and then killing them.
Yeah, it's just not gonna work for me. I told Jay, if I get taken out by Chucky, you have full fucking the green light to just piss on my grave. because I don't deserve to be respected.
Tough out.
Yeah, that one's not it. Um, all right. And with that, the entertainment section is over. Let's get into fucking the wild, weird world that is NFL football right now. What, 2 weeks ago or last week, we got Urban Meyer grinding up on some girls, and this week we got John Gruden. I don't like what? What are we doing here, buddy?
Hey,
Leaving
so
written notes on his bigotry in all forms and fashions. He touched all bases. He didn't leave anyone, like everyone was included in those emails. I mean, he was like, I'm getting fired for these for sure. Like he every box was checked. Homophobic, racist, um anything there was, he done got it. Wild. Emailing it too. I don't know what you're doing here, buddy.
See, those were discovered because they were looking through Washington's
Yeah, that's a whole
emails
nother thing.
between whoever in Washington,
The trainer,
owner, yeah,
the
something.
trainer got popped. The DEA raided the trainer, the Washington Washington football teams, like
Because he's for
peddling
sexual
drugs.
harassment.
I thought it was
Oh,
drugs. Yeah, I thought it was. I thought he
is it drug?
was. Yeah, I thought that it was the DEA ran up on him for drugs, and then they went back into the investigations of that organization for the 900th time. We have found out that Washington is just a group of pieces of shit. Honestly, just garbage human beings.
But Loki, you think Mark Davis is kind of defending Gruden in a way?
Yeah.
It appears to be so by his comments and just not like oh they made like he's making it sound like oh they made me get rid of him. Like it wasn't my choice. I had no choice to get rid of him. Like I
Yeah.
don't think that's the stance he should be taking there, pal.
Nah, it's probably not the move, buddy.
Because you're gonna go down with the burning ship too,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
instead of standing on dry land.
What'd you think of it, Junior?
dude, man, he's fucking a scumbag to be honest. Like, oh my god, man, like just going at everybody. Like,
Crazy. No person was not
oh
included.
yeah, dude, this is bad.
And the fact that this email exchange was going on with Gruden's personal email and then this other guy's company email, that's how they were able to like
Yeah,
find that in the emails they were like going through for the other stuff.
Yeah.
So not only is John Gruden a fucking asshole, he's dumb as shit.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do that and you're seeing he's emailing from the company email, at least look. But no,
Please, just one time for me.
he's stupid.
Um,
But F him. I
yeah,
don't
right.
care. I never really liked him.
I mean, I guess when I saw these come out, I wasn't surprised. Like, he just looks and sounded and acted like the person who would think and believe and say all these things. So I wasn't surprised. I was just surprised how he got caught. I was like, wow, that was dumb. Speaking of fucking stupid, what are we gonna do when do we get rid of Dan Snyder and everybody in charge or who owns or takes part in the Washington football team's like organization? Like every time we look back there, it's the cheerleader thing. It's just anything they do there, man. It's always bad. It's always bad. And what I think is super shitty is we had very quick action to rectify or try to rectify the emails, but we still didn't do anything for the cheerleaders who had to go through all that. Nobody got fired. Nobody got blackballed. Nobody got nothing. They were just like, yeah, that happened, and it shouldn't happen again. Don't do it again. Grr. And I'm sure they're never going to do it again now that they were told not to. So that sucks because that comes out, and it's quite obvious that them as an organization have gotten any better because they got raided by the DEA again. Um, so when do we just say that like all of them deserve to get kicked the fuck out because they're constant nuisance? Like when does this happen?
Probably never. Till something like really, really bad happens in the leagues. Like, okay, we have to do something now.
Right?
I mean, what do you really do though?
Yeah. What do you
Outside,
do?
what do you do
I
outside
don't know.
just going, hey man, like you're, I don't know what league you're part of, but it's not the fucking NFL. Like, what else you gonna do? Like,
I I
so I mean,
don't.
obviously they don't care. Like, they've been with these investigations and gotten fined and all this other shit. Their owner's worth like fucking $12 billion. He obviously doesn't care.
No, and
So,
he doesn't even care about the team that he's putting on the field. He does
and I
not
mean,
give a
like,
shit.
you had all that backlash over their last name, and it wasn't until his sponsors got pulled that he was finally like, all right, fuck, we're changing it. Jeez, man, chill out, guys.
Yeah, man.
Like, it took their sponsors being pulled for them to actually do anything. So, like, I don't know.
Something needs to be done like yesterday.
Poverty franchise.
Honestly, bro, it's just they're just a bad group of people. I would. Oh God, I wonder what it's like to be a coach underneath that. All that like it's got to be awful. Um. Oh. Oh. Speaking of awful, they decided that now would also be a good time to retire Sean Taylor's number. Um. No, it's not a good time. I know what they're trying to do. They're they're trying to divert. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this is super shitty, but look at this, and it's just not. One, it should have. This already should have happened. Two, your timing is dog shit, and your shitty group of people. But I guess we already knew that. But your shitty group of people for thinking this would distract. Um. Yeah.
I could just imagine in the meeting room, like, oh man, how can we improve public opinion? Kind of sway this in our favor. Oh, let's retire Sean Taylor's number. Oh, that's genius.
Let's do that thing we should have done 8 years ago. That'll make him happy.
Yeah, yeah. That's so freaking cheap. Like that's not like everyone knows that's not like a genuine like retirement or like honoring of him either. It's
Bro,
just
they
for
announced
public.
3 days before they were gonna do it. There's no way that has been planned out since the beginning.
Yeah, no. Yeah, they must think we're all stupid.
And plus, the thing is, like, that's like a huge marketing thing. Like, if you're gonna retire a player's jersey, like, you want to be able to market that shit because people are gonna want to go and see that.
Hmm.
Like, you're not just gonna announce it 3 days before when tickets have already been bought.
Yeah, especially with Sean Taylor, just the way
Yeah.
like everything around him. It's just very tragic death, but and I think that they're just they're playing off that because everyone's gonna be like, hey, we'll get around this because it's him and it's about time his number got retired and all that. So they're just trying to sway it in their favor, which is very shitty.
$10 the owner goes, it's about damn time.
Yeah. Fucking kiss my ass, fucking mother effer.
Yeah, they're not doing this because they want to. They're doing it because they think it'll distract from the bullshit going on behind the scenes. But it won't because it is
Yeah.
very dumb.
Sean Taylor doesn't deserve that.
Nah, he's being used. His death is being used for money and distraction. And that's fucked up.
Yeah.
In weird, just strange news. Brett Favre might be sued by the state of Mississippi for a welfare fraud scheme, and he owes currently, if he doesn't, I think it's in the next 30 days, if he does not pay $828,000, they're going to start this suit.
Start.
This sue, yeah, I don't know. I was gonna roll by it. I'm not really sure. I just didn't expect to wake up and read that. Like, why? But actually, there was
What?
another big case, something else going on. Yeah. I think in the NBA with another like similar. I think they were trying to take away money from the healthcare of the players' union in the NBA. I think that was something that was going on. I think Big Glenn Baby Davis was a part of it. He was one of the people who did that. And then now we got Brett Favre over here on this side. That's a lot of money. And if they sue, they're probably going to sue for a lot more money. I'm not even sure if Brett Favre has that like type of cash laying around just to give away. But the fuck is going on, guys?
I don't exactly know what is like involved with a welfare fraud scheme, to be honest.
Me neither. I just know it's
Like,
not good.
is he making like stupid amount of money off this? I would assume to
I don't. You're not
be
supposed to make money
partaking.
off of that. Is the issue, and then he is making money. I think it is. I think that's what it is.
World-renowned scumbag Brett Favre does more scumbag shit.
I didn't even know he was. He was
I
a.
guess the what
Okay.
is it
He illegally spent welfare funds that were not meant to be spent. So he took money that was supposed to be going towards the welfare, like whatever he's got going in welfare, and probably spent it for personal use.
okay.
Yeah.
Huh. I guess that copper whatever braces that he does the commercials for and Wrangler aren't
Yeah.
paying enough
Yeah,
or
bro, that shit
something.
happened on an episode of Family Guy where he was accidentally sent a welfare check and he was just like, all right, well, I'll just keep taking these welfare checks. And yeah, so it's pretty fucking dumb and easily traceable. And to be honest with you, Brett Favre is a bad person. So
Yeah, I didn't even know
hearing
he was a
Brett
shitty
Favre
person.
is bad, Brett Favre sent a picture of his weenie to a news reporter.
It did happen. I forgot about that. Hey, with the
I've
Jets.
never heard about that.
Really? You
You
don't
never
remember
heard
that?
about that?
No, I don't.
Yeah, it was a news reporter in Green Bay, and he sent her a picture of his dick,
Yeah. Yeah.
just unsolicited.
Just
She's like,
stick pick.
yeah,
Here it is.
Wow. Cool. Well, not cool, but
The more you know, I guess.
interesting. That's
yeah,
yeah. I didn't know he was like that.
yeah. He's not a very good person.
I just can't believe he would take that money. It was meant for like families and stuff like that, and he was giving it in good faith and just I don't even know. I wonder what he did with it. Like what he bought, where he put the money, what happened with it. That's fucking crazy to me, man. It's unfortunate, really.
Yeah, yeah.
For more details will become available
Yep.
here soon.
If
this
I like to
Just
think
breaking.
that he was giving this money for a big fundraiser, and he was like, fuck it, I think I'll buy a fucking house.
Oh man, it's probably what he did too. On better, much lighter news, Alabama done lost, and when Alabama loses, we all win. Hashtag go Aggies. You guys are
Fuck
legends.
Go Ag.
That game was nuts. I don't know how much of you guys got how much of it you guys watched. I watched most of it. I didn't get to see the very end of it. I want to say the last like 3 minutes of the fourth quarter. I had to go to bed. It was getting late at work. But what the fuck? That was crazy, man.
I think I was able to watch up till halftime, and then I caught the very end of it when they made the field goal.
Mm-hmm.
But in the first half, Alabama just couldn't do shit on offense.
Nothing, man.
I mean, the quarterback was overthrowing the receiver. I mean, he had wide open looks, and then he had like the open looks where the receiver can go get it, but he just kept overthrowing. And they would have had huge games or even touchdowns out of those throws if they would have caught it, or if he would have made it more on target. But yeah, their offense just looked bad. And credit to the Aggies defense. I mean, they held them to, I think it was 10 points. I think it was 21-10 or 21-14 at the
Yeah, it
half.
was something like that going into half. I got
But
worried because like that the one thing I didn't want the Aggies to do was get into a shootout, and then they kind of got into a shootout in the second half and still
yeah,
survived it. I was very surprised.
it,
I
if
figured the last thing you wanted to do was let the Alabama offense start scoring and letting the
mhm.
defense start doing what the Alabama defense normally does, but they just fucking shat the bed the whole time. I was like, what the hell? It was crazy. I loved it. Fucking loved it.
it, and that was Texas A&M's backup that played that game.
Crazy, I know. I was like, what?
But hey, just like we've been saying the past 5 weeks now, season's crazy. Anybody can lose.
At
Even
any single
almighty
moment.
Alabama goes.
Oh fuck! I think
I still cannot believe that Alabama loses to unranked Texas A&M and they're only fifth. They only drop down to 5.
But it's Bama.
yeah, bro. It's Alabama.
But there's consequences for losing, and you need to drop more than just down to 5th. Because they
If
are
you
going to
Not for
beat the
Alabama.
ever living shit out of Mississippi State this week. They are
if,
so mad, and I feel bad. It is about to be a crime what they're going to do to this Mississippi State team, and they're going to be like, look, Alabama, still good. One black eye. No, no, no. And they're going to end up right back in the playoffs doing exactly what they need to do. Obviously, I don't think they should drop down to fucking like 20th, but like 10, maybe just outside. That was an ugly loss, a very ugly loss, and only to 5th. There you go.
bro, if you think Alabama's not making the playoffs, you are fucking nuts.
It's true. I mean,
Unless Georgia
Getting in there.
there's no way they get in with 2 losses if
yeah,
Georgia beats them.
that's a big if though.
Hey, dude, there's a chance that like 3 or 4 teams in the top 10 could be, or not top 10, but like out of the top 6 teams, 3 of them could be 2-loss teams. Ohio State could be a 2-loss team. We lose to Michigan.
That
Oregon
would be
could be
nuts.
like
Hey,
Cincinnati could fire and lose a couple of games. Like you don't. It's crazy.
Ah, man, this year is nuts. Oklahoma has looked terrible too. I wonder who they're gonna
yeah,
end up losing to.
I feel bad for Spencer Rattler in a way.
Yeah, he
He
just
gets
cannot put it
gets
together,
taken
man.
out of the game.
Bro, like
Gets taken out of the game. The backup comes in and wins the game for him.
Tough,
That's sad.
bro,
tough.
like
That's sad.
from one page on Twitter, it was like college football's Reddit that said he entered the transfer portal, but I couldn't tell if they were memeing or not.
That was a meme. I don't think he's entered yet, or even if he can, or anything like that. But yeah, that's tough, man. He's been too inconsistent. He'll throw a fucking 90-yard dot and then he'll take 8 possessions of just throwing to the other team. It's like, dude, what are you doing, man? Very talented, but I don't know if he can just put it together. Doesn't look like it. Um, Speaking of very lots of talent being fucking wasted, looks like Kyrie Irving is reported not to get an extension by the Nets. Looks like the Nets just don't want to deal with him, and they might also trade him, which makes sense because out of probably the least surprising news throughout this whole year and a half of COVID and whatnot is Kyrie Irving not believing or dealing with the mandates, not believing in the masks or the vaccine. Most importantly, right now in New York, I think you either have to accept being tested every week or get vaccinated if you want to work there. And Kyrie wants to do neither, so he is ineligible to play about half their games. Probably a little bit over half because they'll also be playing the Knicks, I think. So he cannot play at home, and that would extend also into the playoffs. So I can't blame the Nets for wanting to get rid of him. It just doesn't like. What do you like? So you make yourself, regardless how great you are, you make yourself like completely useless if you're not available for over half the games, and especially the most important ones. And then on top of that, you have James Harden and KD. It's not like you're necessary to the team anyway. They could probably just trade you and get the Kings ransom and make the team even better because they still, at the end of the day, have KD and James Harden waiting in the wings. Kyrie he's an idiot. He's talking on Instagram. He was on Instagram live yesterday, just talking about I'm fighting for the people, and I'm fighting for the people with no voices, and it's sad to see that people are losing jobs over mandates, like because they're assholes and they're being assholes, like you are. But this is the same guy who thought the world was flat a few years ago, and I probably still thinks the world is flat. So what do we really expect from dumbass Kyrie? Not much, I guess.
Bro, the thing that like bugs me the most about that is like just a couple weeks ago, he said, if the Nets get rid of me, I'll just retire. And now he's literally putting the Nets in a situation where they have no choice but to get rid of him. You can't pay a dude $33 million to play half your games. You can't do it.
Yeah, and I
So
mean,
like,
he did say he's not retiring if they get rid of him. He was like on Instagram Live yesterday. He was like, "Oh, I don't want this to be how I go out."
yeah, dude. So I mean, like, I don't know. It's just I'm not surprised though.
No,
Dude, crazy. I don't want to say crazy. He's wild, wild fella.
it just, I mean, when it just sucks because these guys have a lot of influence, and I guess they don't really realize that, or they don't care, or maybe they are enjoying having this amount of influence and just straying people just the wrong way. And then on top of that, you get people who probably called them friends and shit like that, like Cat, and seeing what COVID has done to like him and his family, and you got somebody in the same league, pretty much a coworker, just over there just spouting a bunch of bullshit and nonsense. That sucks, man. It really does. Because now anti-vaxxers got like figureheads like him. It's like Kyrie believes in us, and it's just very unfortunate. Not what we need. We will really want to get past this. We need everybody on the boat doing this shit together. But it's quite obvious that it is not gonna happen when you got idiots like this going around. Uh, but yeah, I would trade him immediately because you can get the King's ransom for him right now. And honestly, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, you might not be able to because it is quite obvious that the cards are in other people's hands, not yours. Where you have to get this player off your team. It's not really like you're shopping him, so people can kind of finesse you, which also sucks for the Nets.
Ben Simmons.
Straight up, him playing on that team would be a lot better fit.
Yeah, they actually have like good spacing and shit. He's not gonna be forced to like take shots outside of the paint. Not gonna have to.
But
Take shots in general.
Yeah.
it's like at this point, it's like, why would you even want to deal with Kyrie?
Yeah. Because if it's not the
Like
COVID
what?
stuff, it's something.
Yeah, and he's a really good player.
Mm-hmm.
Not I'm not bashing him for that. It's just everything else that comes with him.
There's just
It's
always
just
something.
I just feel
yeah.
like when you have a team that good, you already have KD and James Harden. It's just not worth the trouble or the money
Yeah, definitely
And
not
he's
worth the
injury
money they're
prone.
paying him.
contract.
He's like always injured on top of all that. So you're a problem in the media, and then you're also not available on game day. It's pretty awesome. Gotta love having that. Um, and unfortunately, in other NBA news, Zion Williamson is hurt as well. Junior, I think you were the one telling me about this one. You can break this
Yeah,
one down.
it was a undisclosed foot injury, but they said it will keep him out at the start of the regular season.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's tough. Um, the Pelicans already look bad, so I mean,
Hmm.
Yeah.
Just gonna be even worse now.
yeah.
It's gonna be Brandon Ingram versus like the world. You gotta pray he drops 70, otherwise it's over. That roster and the amount of talent that it has, and well, I guess a lot less talent this year. But between Ingram and Zion, that team should be like really good, and they suck. And I don't know what they're doing. Their front office sucks and doesn't know how to like handle when they get like generational talents. This is the third time they've done it now. Once with CP3, once with AD, and now with Zion. They're probably going to lose Zion, and he's going to go win a championship somewhere else or be great somewhere else. I don't know what to tell you.
Fuck
They
'em.
suck. Honestly, fuck them. Just a bunch of idiots. Don't know when they got something good. Uh, yeah,
I still haven't watched enough of the preseason to know really anything.
yeah, I didn't, yeah, watch the preseason.
I saw the Heater 4-0.
Are they really?
Yeah.
You know, I think I saw Tyler Hero go off the other day. I just don't.
Oh, he was saying he needed to be in talks with Ja, uh, Trey Young, and there's one other person that he
Really?
said he needs to be grouped with. Yeah, I forget.
No.
Hey,
I,
Gilgit Alexander's better than Tyler.
Yeah.
oh, Luca. Yes, Luca. He said Luca, Trey, or Ja. He needs to be in that category.
Yeah,
No.
I'd put Shea Gilgis Alexander closer to that category than Tyler Hero.
I don't think they went in the same draft class though. Did he?
I mean,
I think that's what he was just getting at, where it was like those players like also got drafted with me that are really good.
But I would have to disagree with Mr. Hero on his statement.
Yeah, he's not that good. Oh no, okay. He was drafted a year after. I guess he is just grouping himself with some of the
yeah, I thought
great young players.
a bit, yeah.
I think he is a great young player, but he's not on their level, and like that's absolutely false.
He had a pretty good
Playoff
like
run
the playoff run in the bubble, and then this past season,
last year
didn't.
for half the season he played well. Then he played like ass, and then he didn't have a. I think he had a okay or good playoff series, and that was it. Before he needs to be like doing some crazy shit before he reaches Luca Trey Young levels. Like there's just no way.
Yeah, they are stars of
Yeah,
the team of their team. Tell you're not.
you're not
You
there.
got
You're not
Jimmy
that guy.
Butler and Bam, and
Yeah, there's just
those are
trip.
the stars of the team.
Um, So, Junior, what's up with LeBron jinxing the Browns?
The fucking dickhead shows up out there at SoFi Stadium. His Browns hat up there fucking clapping. And then what do you know? What do you know? Next drive, Justin Herbert touchdown. 3 and out. Justin Herbert touchdown. Oh, what was it? 3 and out again. Then another Justin Herbert touchdown. Then we finally scored. And then another Justin Herbert touchdown. And it just ever since they showed that motherfucker up there,
It went all downhill.
Fake. Go back to the Cowboys, dude. Go jinx them.
Yeah, fuck the Cowboys.
Or
Mhm.
hear me out.
Okay.
The Browns just actually lost that game by themselves.
Nah.
Yeah. What? Okay. Dude, man. Well, yeah. I don't even want to mention that pass interference call where Mike Evans grabbed fucking dude's jersey.
That was
and the
crazy.
got called.
That was crazy. I could not. That call was horrific. Playing defense is impossible in 2021, man. Offensive players can just do as they fucking please. Mug
Yeah.
you. Take your cleats. Penalty on you. Disgusting. So that is actually all I had for this episode of the podcast. Unless somebody else has got some more topics, I'm gonna throw it over to Jay to lead us out of this one.
Oh shit. All right. I don't have anything else.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to go ahead and thank all of you for joining us today. That will be it for the afternoon TBP podcast. We will catch you guys next time.
Peace out, homies.
Now play the the Congo line music.